Welcome to the January transfer window. In this Sheffield United career mode, we are looking to improve in two main positions, and your feedback in the comment section is heard loud and clear. We have key options for both positions. Gustavo Harmer has joined us as we've ticked over into the 1st of January, so he is in now. Obviously, signed in real life, scored a worldie on debut IRL as well. Unfortunately, a game that they weren't able to come out with any points from Sheffield United against Nottingham Forest. But Harmer is now into our starting lineup for the time being because Souza is out for 4 weeks with concussion. Ouch. We're also looking to sign another centre mid as well today, if we possibly can, and a centre back too. So we're very much looking to make moves on that front in the not too distant future. The CDM option and central midfield option seems pretty cut and thrust right now. Scott McTominay is a very popular option. There was quite a call to sign McTominay and change him to centre-back, which is a good idea, but then there was also a very popular option of Christopher Ayer, 6'5", from Brentford. So we're scouting him. We'll see exactly how good he is. He's injury prone apparently, but it doesn't really tend to mean that much in FIFA, does it? So we'll be happy enough with both of those, I think, but I'm waiting to see what happens with Ayer's scout report before I commit to that, because maybe I do sign McTominay and change him to centre-back, and then we'll look for a different centre-mid. I've got Tiani Reinders on the shortlist at the moment. We're scouting him. He moved in real life to AC Milan. That is one of the transfers we made before we started the save, and they got knocked out of the Champions League, but they're top of Serie A, and I think he's on the fringes of their first team, so I'm not sure I can justify that one yet, but I am curious to know how good he is. Martin Payero was another option that was suggested to me. He's just moved to Sarsfield apparently, so probably not going to be able to make a move on that one either, actually. Alan Varela's been on my shortlist for a little while. He's got potential of the mid-80s, so that's definitely a potential goer as well. And Keenan Dewsbury Hall has been on our shortlist for quite a while as a player I might like to use, and he also would be pretty good in that central midfield role. We know how poor Leicester have been this season, so that still remains a realistic go-to transfer, despite the fact that they've got promoted back to the Premier League. Curtis Jones, I like the look of. I don't know how regularly he plays for Liverpool. We could have a look at the team stats here in the Premier League, and that would show us how many appearances he has for Liverpool so far this season, and of course we can judge it from there. So Dominic Szoboszlai, Wilfred Ndidi, Yusuf Fofana, Thiago Alcantara, Alexis McAllister, all the starters ahead of Curtis Jones. Currently only the 4 appearances in the Premier League thus far this season, so that certainly would be a realistic one that we could go for given the lack of first team football available to Curtis. So we have a number of options. I might sign 2 and cancel the loan of Moretti as well. That is certainly something that is available to us as an option. We're going to wait for those scout reports first. They should come back today in this episode before we get to the end of our progression today, and we'll be able to make moves before the end of today's video. So Manchester United to begin away from home in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. We of course lost to them in the very last game we played yesterday. Watford and Brighton also still to come, and then hopefully another FA Cup game will be drawn at some point between now and the end of the month. So taking on Manchester United at Old Trafford again. Didn't go that well last time, although we did come very close to getting an equaliser. So if we can go one step further and at least avoid defeat in the first leg, then back at home we stand a good chance of getting through to the Carabao Cup final, don't we? Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save, and subscribe to the channel as well. You won't miss out on any more. Come and join me on Twitch. It'd be great to have as many of you as possible come and join in live too. Let's head to Old Trafford. Manchester United with Robert Sanchez in goal. Luca Pellegrini, former Blade Harry Maguire at centre-back alongside Lisandro Martinez and Tiro Malacia. Potential new signing for us, Scott McTominay at CDM with Bruno Fernandes and Fred. Sancho, Silva and Anthony are the front 3 for Manchester United on this occasion. So a couple of changes from their last fixture in the Premier League. A couple of changes to mine as well. Dries Mertens starts. Obviously Gustavo Harmer makes his debut for us here, and hopefully will play well. And as per the rest of the competition, starting in goal in the Cup is Wes Foderingham. Lovely little reverse ball to Malacia. Good block by Bogle, but it's fallen straight back to the Dutchman. Here's Jadon Sancho. And Fred from distance, maybe. Anthony from closer range. Wes right behind it again. Half an hour played. We're still yet really to create a chance of our own to have a shot and test the goalkeeper. But we don't look vulnerable at the back. We look likely to concede chances, but perhaps not goals. I hope. I just cannot break their defensive line down whatsoever. I get about to the edge of the box, and then all offensive play comes to a halt because they've just got so many bodies back here. It's impossible to try and find a way through. As you see, it's going to break for McBurney. Harmer. We will give Harmer his number 8 shirt when Moretti leaves. I'm a number 8 for Sheffield United in real life now. Currently given number 23 because of the loanee from Juventus. Andre Silva in the box. How has he gotten through there? Thank you, Wes. I have no idea how he managed to squeeze through that gap. He tried to play a pass, I blocked it, and then all of a sudden he was one-on-one. Oh, they do love a short corner, Manchester United, don't they? They did that in their game yesterday as well. It was really frustrating. Here's Jadon Sancho winding up, but Wes will hold on to it. Still all one-way action, as it was in the league. But still, as it was in the league, no goal thus far. Maybe now. Dries. Mertens in behind. Oh my lord, Dries Mertens. It is 1-0 to Sheffield United. He doesn't have the legs he used to, but he's still got it, as we said a few episodes ago. Dries Mertens loves to get forward, and he's still got the finish on the end of the run, even if he's not as fast. We lead in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Oh, well in, John Egan. Lovely tackle. I was commenting in the comment section, forgive me, I can't remember quite who it was from, that very thoughtfully said that yes, whilst we are going to look to replace John Egan, if we do sell him, which is likely, then we should let him go to a decent club. Not just selling him to anyone, but actually get him a decent move, because he's earned the right to a good move. We may end up not selling John Egan, because he's still at 76 rated. Oh, you lucky boys, but Andre Silva over the top. He's still good enough to do a job for us, certainly at this stage, and continually for next season as well. In Season 3, I certainly expect John Egan to be able to play a part in cup competition. But as we look for titles and perhaps multiple trophies in a year, we might look for more quality and depth than someone like John Egan. But at 76, he's certainly still going to be a part of the squad for the remainder of this season, and then probably for at least the first 6 months of next. But definitely, if we end up selling John Egan, I'm very much open to giving him a quality move. Speaking of quality moves, how was that then? Sheffield United 2, Manchester United 0. Right in front of those travelling fans. Ollie McBurney holds it up. Dubratpon backs away. They don't mark him. Criminal from the right back. And buried. McBurney's up. There's not long left to go in this one. We've just got to see it out from here. And a 2-0 lead would be absolutely brilliant for the second leg. Would allow us the flexibility to hopefully sim that second leg, at least in part. Could go horribly wrong. And not have to worry about playing it, so we can concentrate on the FA Cup as well and try and get ourselves through in that competition. But to have that extra game in the FA Cup, we do now need to go and beat Watford in the very next game. So 1 foot in the semi-final. Oh God, 2 shots, 2 goals, and that's it. Oh, I'm sorry, United. But actually, no, I'm not. So we'll see if we can get ourselves both feet into the 4th round of the FA Cup after 1 foot's in the semi of the Carabao Cup. Watford with Okoye in goal. They're playing a 4-back, and Ngakia, Kabasele, Wesley Hoot and Ryan Porteous. They've got 2 full-backs in the squad, one of which is suspended, unfortunately. So Ryan Porteous having to play at full-back despite being a centre-back. Kalu on the left is quick and higher rated than the majority of the rest of his teammates, but Loza in the middle is 78 rated and the key man for them in midfield. We made a couple of changes. Laroussi starts on the right-hand side here. George Baldock starts. Obviously, Wes is in goal again for a cup game. Oxlade-Chamberlain restored to the starting lineup. Ollie Norwood now on the transfer list starts as well. And Ryan Whoa, challenge. Rhian Brewster is into the starting lineup up top to give Chuba Akpom a bit of a rest. But Rhian has certainly proven himself capable of scoring goals for us this season, so we shall try and get him a couple more today. Here's Kalu. Kayembe. Oh, that's a little burst of pace, wasn't it? Oh, he's going for goal as well! Whoa, what a strike! West Fotheringham with a good save. Still quite agile in his latter footballing career. But, I was going to say in his aging career, but I'm older than Wes Fotheringham, so I won't make that mistake. He's certainly more agile than I am, that's for sure, even though there's... Oh, it's a strong challenge and an unfair one, certainly. Kalu might be getting a yellow card when the ball goes out of play next. Lovely ball out wide to George Baldock. Chamberlain. Set Baldock in behind again. Brewster and McBurney. Lovely ball. Oh, terrible finish. Ollie, mate, please. There's that yellow card for Samuel Kalu, but Ollie McBurney's got to get that on target at the very least. Oh, bit of space here. Kayembe's already shown today how well he can hit a ball. Drawing a brilliant save out of Wes with one effort from range, and now testing the woodwork as well as the goalkeeper. I'm quite intrigued by this Kayembe. He seems pretty tasty in that midfield area. I don't think he's that highly rated, but he's certainly making an impression, that's for sure. That, however, was not. Can't pass the ball 5 yards, but ask him to pass it 50, and it's pinpoint. Harmer, well, why not keep going, son? Oh, what a ball. Brewster, what a goal! Sheffield United lead in the FA Cup in the 45th minute. And it's all about the whip from Gustavo Harmer. Wow. Only his second game for the club. We thought that their player Kayembe was making an impression. And Harmer said, no, no, no. I'm the midfielder to watch on this pitch. What a delivery. And a brilliant header from Brewster as well. That was very good. More of the same, please, lads. Was there to be won. And Gus will win it. Tell you what, Gus Harmer is making a very good impression on me so far. Win that Larousse. Good header. Brewster's got Harmer with him here in support. And Harmer will look for Larousse. And the left-back's in behind here. The angle's tight. But Larousse will go for it. Oh! And Okoye makes the save. And we can't quite get to the free ball with Ollie McBurney. This is going to fall kindly for me, though. And Brewster looks for his second. But Okoye makes a good stop. No double advantage here as there was at Old Trafford. Never mind, we've got a double advantage as we did at Old Trafford. Ollie McBurney from a set piece once more. Powerful header down towards the ground and the defender on the line can't keep it out. Was definitely on target to begin with, so shouldn't go down as an own goal. Defender kicking it against the post or touching it against the post, but that will be Ollie's goal and we lead by 2 in the cup again. Love the way that in the past 2 or 3 saves, especially with these sliders, we've been scoring such a variety of different goals and conceding a variety of different goals too. Passetto makes it 2-1. Let's concentrate, shall we? Mertens. That's a flick. Larousse. McBurney's calling for it at the back post. Oh, what a whip. Oh, what a header it would have been as well. Ollie, please. Oh, if that goes in, it's tremendous. We'll see it through. Larousse will break into that space, and he's got support here as well. Here's Moretti looking for Akpom. Akpom trying to squeeze it round the corner with a little reverse pass to Ollie McBurney. Well, the home fans are calling for the final whistle, as you can hear. But will it come? Yes. Yes, it will. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup. Little bit nervy in the last 15 minutes or so with Watford having a bit of a revival, but we could have buried a third with that Ollie McBurney diving header. Thankfully, we didn't need to. Up next for us is Premier League action once more. Much more competitive in that game, although Watford did play very well. Back to Premier League action next time out, and we should hear back about those scout reports very soon. Lyon have bid for John Egan. Now, it wasn't my intention to sell him this window, but Lyon is actually a good move for John. Also got a bid for the other John, Fleck, from Besiktas. I'll just accept that. I am not sure what to do about that Johnny Egan deal. It's actually above valuation as well, significantly so. But it's a positive move in terms of size of club. But is it that realistic move that we were talking about earlier that you guys wanted him to get? I don't know. Let's see how Lyon are doing in Ligue 1. That could help us decide. We want to send our captain to a side that is performing well and is of a decent stature. Lyon second in Ligue 1. Going to get Champions League football almost certainly. I think we'll accept that. Or at least maybe try and negotiate. I'll just accept it. I'm not going to need to negotiate much more, am I? So we will be signing 2 centre-backs, if possible, in the upcoming transfer window, or in this transfer window, should I say. A bid from Celta for La Rossi, but we want La Rossi to stay for now. Thank you very much. Oh, that will certainly alter our perspective moving forward. Club Bruges have come in for Ollie Norwood. It's at valuation, basically. I might like a slightly more realistic move for Ollie Norwood than Club Bruges, so I will reject that for now, and we'll see who else comes in for him. Keeping an eye on all of the transfer figures as well, by the way, because whilst we do still have 91 million in the budget, that a large majority of that has come from the Patreon players, which of course is money we are not using. So we have £40 million available to us at the moment. And then, of course, if and when Egan and others leave, we will add to the budget with their sale fees. Brighton, one of the most promising sides in England under Roberto De Zerbi. Tariq Lamptey, Lewis Dunk, Ibrahim Konate and Estupinian at the back. Yaka Modera, Mahmoud Dahoud, Antuna, Carles Hill and Alberto Molero sat behind Evan Nielsen. And in goal for them was Diouf. He's only 75 rated, Diouf, but he is better than a 74 rated Bart Verbruggen. Obviously, no Robert Sanchez now. In real life, gone to Chelsea in this save. We played against him earlier today because he's at Manchester United and is their backup goalkeeper. Ahmed Hozic with the old switcheroony. And we shall see what we can do in this Premier League fixture. Things have gone very well for us in the Cup so far today. Can we translate that form back to the Prem? Nicely intercepted by Ahmed Hozic. But he just got a little nudge when... What a save. Just got a little nudge when trying to play the ball. Thankfully, Dino made the save. Dino's first appearance for us today, obviously, with the FA Cup and Carabao Cup action. And maybe I should still be playing Wes. A stop by Dino that is fumbled straight into the path of, was it Pervis Estupinian, the left back that was in there snapping away. Was in control of the wrong man. I don't know who it was, but their number 30 has buried it. It was Pervis Estupinian. Their left back gives them an early 1-0 lead. Right, okay. The Premier League is more difficult than the Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Can confirm. She was making the run. I've got options on either side. It's just a case of can you actually use them? Moretti trying to get away, does well. Play that on the floor to Chuba, and in the middle here is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's a very good block by Ibrahim Konate, former Liverpool teammates. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Konate now at 2 very different clubs. Oh, what a header, what a save. Austin Trusty so close to what might be actually his first goal for the club. Oh, lovely ball. Evan Nielsen. It's over the bar. Thought it was destined for the top corner. As he struck it, we were right behind it here with this camera angle, but unfortunately, for them at least, thankfully for me, it did dip a little bit too late. Oh, it's a lovely through ball. Molero, it is 2-0 Brighton. They're cutting me apart at will here. Can't move our defenders about quickly enough to deal with the runners. Oh, we scored 2 in each of our previous games, and now we've conceded 2. Go on, Ollie. McBurney's in. Oxlade-Chamberlain square of him. Do I use him? Yes. Oh, Estupinian in the way with his face. And then blocks the second shot as well. Pervis Estupinian is having the game of his life. This is my free kick, but it's definitely too far out to do anything direct on goal. Egan and Bogle. Go on, Ollie, please. Chuba. Akpom. Good save by Diouf. Both goalkeepers called into action today, but only one of them has conceded a goal so far. Brighton fans in good voice. I was going to say, you need to run the other side, the defender there, Ollie. And he has now done that. Chuba's in. Chuba Akpom. Can't get the ball past Diouf, can we? Ibrahim Konate is such a pain in the backside. So I'm terrified of him all the time. Is he onside? He is. Evan Nielsen. Get out! Proper scrambles. Proper scrambles. Moretti on the break now. McBurney's back to his feet, but not necessarily. He is now actually in a good position. Oh, Chuba, please. Surely from here. And square. What is the point in having a through ball button and a pass to feet button if when you do the pass to feet button, it still does a through ball? All he's got to do is square that simply. It's not my day in the Premier League. It is not to be my day. Low. Bernie's back here. Arriving is Moretti. He's travelling. Diouf does not want to concede. Oi. Get to that first. Good header. Harmer. Oh, it's Austin bloody trusty. Chuba. Akpom. Someone drug test this Diouf guy. Valero tucks it back. Carlos Hill to Dahoud. Brilliant ball through the gap. Saved by Dino. If only he could have done that with the chance in the first half. Maybe Brighton wouldn't have had that confidence booster in the 8th minute to go and power on to a 2-0 lead. Empty seats at the Amex in the home end, and that's been the case since the beginning of the game. But whilst they can't fill their stadium, they keep playing like that as they are in real life. They'll get sellouts every week. Brighton, comfortably the best team of the two of us, and comfortably the best team we played against today. They were just as creative as Manchester United, but more clinical. Unfortunately, it's defeat for us in the one and only Premier League game that we played today. We'll advance as far as the Liverpool game to see if we get those scout reports back and see what happens with Egan and others in terms of players leaving, so we can add those finances up and know exactly how much we've got to spend between now and the end of the rest of the window. Those sales should go through between this fixture and the next one. In fact, Egan has been sold, so 5.1 was the fee, so we'll use that. So that's 45 I have available to me now. On his way, the captain is sold. John Egan on his way to European football in France rather than European football with us. We got a C rating for it, and Fleck has gone as well for 2 million, so we've got 47 million to spend. 47 million pounds available in our transfer budget. We've got an A rating for that, which is banging. We'll take it. So Fleck needs to be replaced. Egan needs to be replaced. Ollie Norwood might be on his way to Feyenoord or Trabzonspor. To be fair, moving to Turkey is probably the more realistic option, isn't it? As a number of players in their latter years tend to do. We will turn that down for Max Lowe from Benfica. And we might be getting a little bit more money in. The question is now, who do I get in? Because I need to get someone in. We've got Liverpool to play in the first game of tomorrow's episode, so I think we're going to end the day with a signing. Basham is in the starting lineup at the moment. The question is, who do we go for? Have we got the scout report back from Christophe Rayet yet? We have not. It does look like he's going to be pretty good though. Do I know his valuation? 16 million. I can afford that. I can definitely afford that. He was very popular with you guys. I'm going to approach to buy Christophe Rayet. And then we will... Oh, Scott McTominay's just moved to Newcastle. That throws a curveball in. We weren't expecting that. Didn't even know it was happening. As far as I'm aware, McTominay has gone to Newcastle. There goes that central midfield option. Okay. Well, Varela may well be the guy that we go for. He's expensive, though. £29 million. That is a lot of my budget. Rangers only 18 million valuation. And looks pretty good. Maybe I will end up signing Tom Davies in the end just for that squad player that is better than Norwood and Fleck. Right, this is certainly taking a bit more of a curveball, isn't it? Right, approach to buy. Now, hopefully Brentford are open to selling Christophe Rayet. I will offer just above valuation to hope that they will be open to negotiation from there. Turns out they're not open to negotiation from there because they're just quite happy to accept. I don't know what he's on a week, though, at Brentford, because the scout report isn't yet back, and he wants important, which he's absolutely welcome to have, as he is the 4 years as well. No, oh, this is good so far. Now, tell me what you want wage-wise. Don't leave me in the dark. You... Insert expletive. Why would you tell me exactly what you want squad role, contract length, and release clause-wise, and then not give me a demand for contract? 50 grand a week? And a 500 grand signing on fee? I'm sure that's more than generous enough. And indeed it is. We have a new centre-back in the starting lineup for tomorrow's episode. He will start in the middle of the defensive line for the game against Liverpool. Christophe Rayet is in. What's he rated at? We don't know yet. We'll find out momentarily. He's going to be better than anything we've got other than Anel Ahmedhodzic, I believe. And he is rated at 78. So he's our second highest rated centre-back at the club. And certainly flies into that starting lineup. Although he's bloody knackered. What have Brentford been doing to him? What is that all about? Come on, give the man a chance to actually have a breather. Christ. So, with Norwood on the way out as well, we're going to need... I'm going to probably end up keeping Moretti on loan till the end of the season. So, I mean, Brentford must have played on the Tuesday because we've got Liverpool on the Wednesday. That's annoying, isn't it? Very annoying. Yep, they played on the Tuesday. So he's signed, but he's not fit enough to play. So Basham is going to start there. Oh, okay. I might need another centre-back, you know. Might need another centre-back, maybe on loan. Maybe a youngster for cheap. And we're certainly going to be signing a midfielder. Now, what did I pay? 17, wasn't it, for Christophe Reyes? That takes my budget down to 30 million. So I've got 30 left to spend. 30 million left to spend. But Ollie Norwood is soon to be on his way out. Okay. Well, we're stronger, but for the next game, weaker. Moving forward. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow, transfer-wise, isn't it? Very much so. Join me for it. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you for it tomorrow.